Recorded live in Morgantown, West by God, Virginia, and across the world, with your hosts, Kevin Jones, John Flowers, and our lovely co-host, Ashley. This is the Final Fourcast podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Final Fourcast with me, your host, Jay Flo. Trying out this live thing. Got my guy, Kevin Jones, with me.
Yo.
You know the vibes, man. A lot going on in
Lot.
WVU basketball, man. Our guy Hugs resigned.
Yeah.
They want to call it.
Yeah, well, let's call it that. Let's call it that. Unfortunate situation. A lot of people affected by it. We're affected by it a little bit too. You know what I mean? Besides the obvious, the players, but just having somebody new in charge and getting used to that person and not knowing how they feel about alumni being around and using the facility and everything. So it's going to be a new feeling for like everybody.
I wonder what that's going to be like them looking down from the office and seeing us down there. They probably going to be like, look at these slacks. Who are these dudes? But hopefully, depending on who they hire, man, I think, hopefully they get it. They understand what Hugs is built, and they just build on top of that and not try to erase everything that he built. You know what I mean?
Right. So. I mean, I also get to the point, too. You come in after a Hall of Fame coach. That's already hard enough. So you want to kind of establish something on your own. But, yeah, like you said, I hope that they don't just go and just try to erase everything, especially the connections as far as the alumni is concerned as well. Yeah, so.
I mean, they're really giving my man Ren Baker he really got to prove himself
first
now.
year, out the gate.
It's crazy. Football, he came in with the football, had to make that decision, and then now this twice.
Yeah.
Had to make two big decisions. So.
Right.
I mean, my big thing with the coaching change is just keeping together, first of all, the team. It's like one of the top recruiting classes.
Exactly.
So from my understanding, if they don't keep together, some pieces on that coaching staff, then they're going to leave.
Right.
And I'm already hearing some of them are entering the portal.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to hear a lot of rumors. We don't know what's true, what's not. I mean, obviously we kind of close to the situation, but still, I think I can't blame them. A lot of these guys got 1 year left. Yeah. So you're making them make a split decision in a matter of less than a week. When did it happen? A week ago? Less than a week ago, right? Yeah. So it's just like I get, some people are going to say loyalty, stay loyal to the program, but I got 1 more year left. I can't blow this on y'all indecision on who we going to make the next coach. I can't do that.
So, I mean, I think that's what they're just waiting for. Everybody's in limbo right now, just waiting to hear, what's what, right? So, I mean, and they had, a meeting with, I think it was Joe Mazzulla and Mike Gansey.
Right.
A Zoom meeting. I think they were telling them to, stay around and how they went through it when Belon left.
Right.
And Hugs came in. But it's a difference because they didn't have the portal. Mm-hmm. They didn't have this NIL money.
Yeah. So
the portal is basically free agency. So, I mean, why wouldn't they test the waters and see how much money they can get?
Right. At
that age, if you're offering, let's say WVU's offering $100,000 and then another team's offering $150,000.
Right.
At that age, I gotta think about the 150. You know what I mean?
Right. I just hope that it's not a situation that the guys think the grass is greener. On the other side. Because you going into a situation where you're comfortable with the coaches, who's recruiting you. You're kind of at this point, you're kind of like a last second for anybody else. I mean, obviously, if you are highly touted that they're gonna want you there on their team, but still, you're gonna have to go. You already started at something new. Now you're gonna have to go somewhere else where there's no guarantee. Yeah. I would stay here, but I get their point too, where they just I didn't come here to play for anybody else but Hugs. Yeah. So.
But I think they're thinking about the more so the money standpoint of things, right?
Yeah.
That's safe to say.
Yeah, I think so. And which is. I get it, but the money's pretty good over here from the budget I heard we have for the basketball. That's pretty good. So if they getting money from Kentucky, who else they getting money from?
Yeah, that's the thing though too. I think all of the boosters and stuff raised money because they knew they wanted Hugs to have a really good team on his way out. You know what I mean? So we had a record amount of money for NIL to get to these players, and now they're just gonna break it up. You know what I mean? I don't know if they're gonna break it up or not, but it has the potential to be broken up. So
who do you see? First, who would you like to see take over this season, and versus who do you think will take over this season?
Who would I like to see?
Yeah, who would you like to see?
I would like to see. That's a good question. I mean, I would like to see Josh move up.
Right. Okay.
Just so we can keep this team together.
Okay.
Or another coach just come in and just keep the same staff.
Right.
So we can keep the team together. Just a quick fix, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a long-term fix. So I'm putting my AD hat on again. Ren took my AD job. He didn't reach out to me to get the job for the women's coach. And now he's not reaching out to me again.
Crazy.
To get the men's basketball. But it's cool, though. So I'm putting my AD hat on. If I was him, which I can't tell him how to do his job, I can't imagine what he's going through right now. Oh, man. But
first football, now basketball, he's like, you think he's regretting his decision to come here?
I mean, I know it's probably stressful. But he's probably getting pressure from all different sides, like the boosters, players, all types of stuff. But I would actually listen to the players as far as, like, who they want and what we have to do to keep you guys around, just because it's such a good class. But if I was him, I would try to keep the boosters happy because they gave all that money for the NIL, which built this team.
Right.
And going forward in college basketball, college sports in general, you need money to get the top talent here. So I would try to keep them happy and keep the players happy.
Yeah, I would say boosters and players are the most important people. I think players first, because if you take care of the players first, that's going to result in the best product you're going to see on the floor. And then in turn, that's going to make the boosters happy because they're going to be like, all right, now we don't mind putting even more money into it because this is the product that we getting. So I say, consult with the players like you said, see what they thinking. Try to keep as many of them. I can't say that everybody's going to say. I don't think that's realistic, hopefully. But, I would try to keep them happy first, and then everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happened with TBT last year. We did. I mean, each year we get better. That's the more sponsors that want to help us out. So shout out to our sponsors too: Vision Homes, Trilogy, Bob Robinson, and Go Mart.
I like that transition.
Shout out to y'all, man.
That's a nice transition.
That's our corporate sponsors.
So. Nice.
We have some listener questions and comments about the coaching situation. I'm interested to see, like, you guys are in that memory of so many fans with Hugs. How do you think he'll eventually be remembered, and what do you think? What do you think he meant to the program, and do you think that the foundation is there to keep WVU going? Because from everything I've told, it wasn't in a great state before Hugs got there, and then really ramped up a bit.
Right. For me, obviously, I wouldn't say his legacy would be tarnished. I mean, there's a little bit of a black eye to it, just because he's gotten, I don't want to say kicked out. He's resigned in 2 different places over the same kind of thing. So I mean, that's kind of a black eye, but I don't think that overshadows everything positive that he's done in his career, just as far as raising money, as far as affecting kids' lives, man. Like, there's a lot of guys who still come back to see Hugs, former players who love him and would do anything for him. I'm one of those guys. So I think his memory should be more about the players than his off-court things. But, the media is going to do what it does, especially nowadays. But that's what I'm hoping his legacy is more about. Hall of Fame, obviously, that doesn't need to be stated. Yeah. I
mean, that's you mentioned everything about the players and the impact that he had on the players and all that. I mean, that doesn't even, you didn't even say like what he's done in the community.
Oh yeah,
as far as cancer research, all that stuff. I mean, it's definitely a tarnish on his legacy, but he'll still go out a legend.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he's a hell of a coach, hell of a mentor, hell of a person. So hopefully we can remember him for that. You know what I mean?
Well, he's also not dead, so like, hopefully, do you see him like being an asset to the program down the road, or do you think it's kind of he'll cut ties and leave that chapter be closed?
I mean, I hope if they're smart, they'll keep him around.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't cut all ties with Bob Huggins. You're a Hall of Fame basketball coach. I wouldn't cut all ties just because he made a mistake. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me though.
Yeah, if we turned our back on everybody that made a mistake, then where would we be? I think that he's been going for 40 years now coaching.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm like super optimistic person. So I try to look at the bright side of everything, and I think everything happens for a reason. And maybe it's just his time to just lay back and just focus on himself. He's literally been focused on recruiting, everything else but himself.
Yeah.
So I think now is the time, especially he's 69 years old. Like, go somewhere, kick your feet up for a little bit, like reset your mind, like do what you want to do for yourself, and then come back. And if you want to be brought in a capacity like an advisor or something to the university, that's cool too. But I wouldn't blame him if he just rode off into the sunset. Like, that's what I would do, to be honest.
Lucky 69. I didn't know he was 69. That's crazy.
I seen that somewhere, so I hope that's true.
So he's getting up there, but he still didn't want to retire. You know what I mean?
And not like this.
Yeah,
not like this.
I think that's it. Just sucks how he went out. Yeah,
right.
He didn't get his like farewell tour and all that stuff. But
do you think if this didn't happen, this would have been after this season, it would have been done?
Yeah.
You think so?
I do, okay. Sure. They set it up that way. I mean, as far as they cut it to a 1-year deal.
Right.
Which would have been cool. I mean.
But that was after his comments, though. It wasn't always structured like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They set it up like that.
After
this year.
Yeah.
You do good, then you go out on a good note. You do bad, then they was gonna say it's time to go.
Right. Yeah.
But I think he should be the governor. I think he should. Isn't that seat coming up? Is Jim Justice?
Yeah, he's running for Senate. Jim Justice.
Yep, Jim Justice is running for Senate. So Hugs.
Kev was on a radio show in Wheeling, and they said they tried to get you into the legislature, which I thought was another John lie. But
delegates, House of Delegates.
So
I'll be there. I'm running for House of Delegates.
I literally texted Kev. I was like, "Oh no."
Is that what you were telling me? Oh no about? I thought you were saying, "Oh no," because Greg was.
Why is that bad?
No. Just you in charge of anything is like.
Really?
Yeah.
A nightmare.
The person who
you just harassed me by filming me on the floor
because I like to have fun doing my job.
Yeah, that's fun.
Crazy.
That's fun for me.
Hopefully he doesn't handle government's money like he does TBT money.
Wow.
West Virginia's won the million already, but we've never seen it.
We'll talk about KJ's recent waste of money, his investment that he made. Well, it's cool.
Wait, what? I didn't make no.
Nope. Not talking about it.
All right, whatever. This is supposed to be my my future financial advisor right here, by the way. You know, we were supposed to have a meeting, but now that I see what he's really like, I don't know.
Shout out to Edward Jones.
You might see the new Peloton in the corner of the room in the frame of the shot. You know, that's where TBT money's gone.
Exactly, I see. It's a nice place you got here too.
Is it?
Thanks for letting us crash for a little bit.
This 5x8 basement.
This is nice. I don't have one.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I don't.
Yep.
TV mounted on the wall.
Exactly.
Lord
Jerseys everywhere from various places.
Welcome to the basement, man. You know, make yourself
I appreciate
at home.
it. I was never invited until now.
You never been in here before?
I wasn't invited.
You're a liar.
I wasn't invited here.
There's also tons of space on the wall for sponsors that want to be sponsors of this live broadcast now.
I don't know if we're recording now. Yo. We gotta rent out a studio or something.
You want to keep adding those expenses that we can't pay?
I do have a sweet spot that we can record out of.
We'll
talk about it later.
All right.
It's better than my basement, so we don't have to piss off my wife by moving all the furniture around. Doing
this was moved?
Yeah.
No, this wasn't like this?
I moved a chair from there to there.
So now what do you think I'm gonna hear about when you guys?
I already asked her, and I said I'll put it back for you.
Yeah, she wanted to be nice. What do you think I gotta hear about it I'm trying to keep a happy home here, you know, and Dave's coming in here and messing everything up.
It's true, I did. On Instagram, we asked what should WVU do about the coaching situation. We recorded to let us know. A bunch of people responded to that and sent us a text to 304-807-9098, and you can do the same, or you can leave a voice message if you just wait till the end of the voice message. Michael Fraley says promote Ron for this season to keep the guys together, then make a big hire next year. Fire emoji.
That was my idea. I wanted to do that. I think that's the best way to do it. Coach Everhart, his coach at Duquesne, was successful at Duquesne. He's from Fairmont. Like, it just kind of seems like that would be the obvious hire. I mean, obviously, like we said, coming after Coach Huggins, anybody, unless you a Hall of Fame coach, is going to be a lot of pressure for it. But I think he is the right guy for this season as far as these players are concerned. And then, depending on how the season go, you can, go over it again and then maybe get somebody for the future if you don't like the job he did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Ronnie, I mean, he has the knowledge of being a head coach and all that. Yeah, right. For sure. I think the players are the most close to, like, DJ.
Okay. Yeah.
And Josh.
I'm hearing a lot of people say DJ promote DJ to head coach. I'm hearing a lot of people say that.
DJ would be a good head coach.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, he would be a good head coach. I really wouldn't know. Like, it would have to be like by committee. I wouldn't even have nobody. I guess you would have to have somebody as a head. Yeah, it can't be
by committee.
Yeah, so
you have to have a face.
If that's the case, then I would just promote Josh.
Okay.
And let them work it out. Because Josh has been here the long,
right.
Like, you know what I mean.
And I'm not mad at that hire. I just think that Coach Everhart makes a little bit more sense just because he's already had a head coaching job. But I'm not mad at Josh either.
Yeah.
We have Noah Oliver says hire Beeline or an interim and do it soon.
Beeline? I mean, Beeline, he's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would want to come back after his last stint with the Cavs, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he got. Did he get fired or he changed positions with the Cavs. It didn't work out there. Basically.
So did he take a step down? Because we had a conversation about this, and I was like, some people just don't want to coach in the NBA no more. And he was like, yeah, they just mediocre or they take a step down. So did John Beeline take a step down?
I don't think he had a choice.
John Beeline out as Cavaliers head coach. A timeline of what went wrong.
But I'm not talking about not talking about with the Cavs, but he has the option to try to pursue another NBA job.
That happened like 5 years ago.
Has he been coaching since?
No.
Okay, he hasn't. He just been chilling.
Office of the Cavs.
He's still working with the Cavs?
I think he was.
Okay.
He was with some team, Detroit or the Cavs. He was somewhere in the NBA.
Okay.
Doing something.
I didn't know that.
But he's a brilliant basketball mind. Like,
yeah.
He's the coach that recruited me here. You know what I mean? So if I would have been playing for him, who knows? I'll be in the draft. I'll be in Cheat Lake right now.
The nice thing about the video is seeing how sick of this Kevin is.
Cheat
a
Lake.
Way bigger basement. You know what I mean? Could just be finishing up my career with the Lakers, 3 rings. Who knows? But he's a shooting coach. Like, he's an offensive coach. Right. Where when Huggs came, he's a defensive coach.
Right.
So my role on the team drastically changed. And then Huggs was saying, wait till my guys get here.
He did say that. I can't lie. He did say that. But he said that to everybody. He said that to us, too. When after our class, after that, when Turk and them came in. He said that to everybody.
Yeah. Nah, it worked out. I'm not mad at Huggs at all. You know what I mean?
Like, we just came in, took y'all spots, because obviously y'all weren't doing the right things.
Huggs had his favorites.
We just brought y'all along with us.
Huggs had his favorites.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He never put on the treadmill, never yelled at, didn't do anything.
Now it goes to we never went on the treadmill.
Us, stop shooting. Cam Thurman was a hell of a shooter.
Was he?
Yeah.
I can't picture. Everybody says that. I can't picture it. And shout out to Cam Thurman. That's my guy. I cannot picture him being a good
Think about it. We had Johnny West, shooter.
Yeah. But he still shot.
Wellington Smith. he was.
Wells could shoot.
Would he have been a better offensive player? We should call him.
If Beeline was the coach?
Yeah. Offensively. Huggs developed them defensively. Like, he made everybody defensive stoppers. Like, I was a defensive All-American. Like,
right.
That's because of Huggs. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, it was just a different story. Like, he wanted Deshaun, Truck.
Do you think you stop? Okay, obviously, you said there were certain limitations that he put on you. But do you think that you stopped personally focusing more on offense because you knew that was the way defense was the way you was going to get in the game?
Yeah, I bought into the system. Like, if I didn't focus on what he wanted me to do, I wasn't.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is that did you stop, like, not getting up extra shots, but just stop caring about shooting like that.
Nah, I always got up extra shots just so he could eventually.
So you can have your one shining moment.
So he could. My
John
thought
was
was like
on
one day he'll
moment.
see me in here shooting and be like, "Damn, this motherfucker could shoot the ball a little bit," and then be like, "John, go ahead, you can shoot whenever you want to shoot." But that shit just didn't happen until my senior year.
You had some big time shots for us, though.
So my senior year, he needed me to shoot the ball because Deshaun was leaving. You sucked. So he needed me to score a little bit more.
Right.
So Billy Hahn, God bless the dead, you know what I mean, changed my shot. It all worked out, man. I waited my time, man. So
yeah,
but
that's the difference. I just took my time. I didn't have to wait, so I get it.
Took
though.
it, yeah.
I understand.
And I think about
I understand how that is.
Skill is like.
Nah, I think about that too. Like, what if I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, Huz. I'm shooting anyway.
Right. No, that's what I did.
I could have made it. Could have missed it. I mean, when you missed, did he take you out, or you just didn't miss a lot?
I mean, I tried not to miss as much as possible. But when he took me out, that was my whole thing is like, if I can't come in and play my game, especially as a freshman, obviously it took me more of getting his trust to be like, okay, I'll let him, like, this is his shot, so I'll let him shoot it. So I never felt like I took a shot that I couldn't make. And that, you know, he was big on that. Like, if you don't work on it, or if he didn't feel like you could make that shot, that's when he'll take you out. Or if you do something that he feels like you can't do, that's when he takes you out. But any shot that I've taken is a shot that I worked on or a shot that I make a lot. So
you just jacking them up.
I was, bro. Chuck always still to this day.
What's the Huz
talk about
quote?
Coach Harris is like, God damn, Kev, pass the ball.
He's going. God damn, you don't know he's going to shoot it by now.
For real, but yeah, because
nah, that takes guts though. Like, I mean, y'all had an understanding, I guess. Then, like, he's gonna let you come in and play how you wanted to play.
No, there was times he took me out where it's just like, if I wasn't making it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he gave you that. I had like a one. If I missed one shot.
Yeah.
Like more than 30 seconds. If I miss a shot that Deshaun or you or Truck should have shot,
right,
then I'm coming up. So it's just different.
But you were behind Deshaun Butler.
You always wings. Yeah, I was always behind Joe Alexander, Deshaun Butler.
Like, look at the people who are in front of you. So,
but I used to kill them in practice.
That is not a fact.
Used to kill KJ. Used to kill Deshaun.
That is not a fact.
Used to kill everybody.
None of these are facts.
That's not a fact.
None of these are facts. You had your day. I feel like you got better at I feel like you got better at one-on-one once we graduated. Then, like, I ain't gonna lie, nobody could beat you at then. But I wouldn't say so much.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why once I graduated, why couldn't we develop that? That's what I mean. Like, Beeline would have developed that while I was in school.
You just super sure that if Coach Beeline was here, that you would have just been an offensive juggernaut. Like, you would have just had everything.
We were apparently told that Andy Kennedy was going to coach.
Okay. And
now everyone's saying that Beeline was in town today. Hire Beeline or promote one of the assistants. Like, people seem to like Beeline.
He's an offensive guru, man. Shooting coach. He took a 400-pound Kevin Pittsnoggle and made him a shooter. You know what I mean? Like, think about when Jamie Smalligan was here playing for Beeline. I don't know if you could pull up his stats, but he shot like 40% from three. Right. And then Huz got here. It was like 17% from three.
Right.
So it's
that's drastic. Yeah,
it's just a difference. I think the same thing happened to Wells.
Yeah.
So it's just two different coaching styles. You know what I mean? And like, Beeline was something you probably never heard from Hugs. If you shoot a shot and miss it, Beeline's like, shoot the next one. Like, don't worry about it. Like, just keep shooting. Like, shoot it. So, we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's tough. That's tough for it to go from 40 to 17. That's different. I think in this new era of basketball, too, I think that more offense is what wins. I feel like defense can win you sometimes, but I feel like to win a national championship, you gotta have offense. You gotta at least be scoring 70 a game.
It's who's gonna shoot them threes.
Yeah.
I think that's how Joe coaches. Like, they gotta get up more threes than the other team.
Yeah.
So, because I mean, if we're playing 1-on-1 and I make 5 threes and you make 5 ones, I got 10 and you got 5. You know what I mean?
I think it's also about the system. Obviously, coaches get players to fit their system. Yeah. So it's not like one system works better than another. But I think it's just also about the players you get to put in a position. Like if you are shooting, like you said, John Beeline was a shooting coach, and you get all shooters, but they missing and they can't do nothing. That that hurts too. You got to get some dead eye shooters to run the offense he likes to run.
Yeah, and he instills confidence as well. Like he had like suitcases. I remember I used to come to practice before I committed. I mean, when I committed, he had suitcases they had to carry around. Like, how people miss shots and they feel down on themselves.
Right.
He called it like, don't carry your luggage with you. So he made them like carry suitcases around the court, like bricks in them, to make them to instill like forget about the next shot. You know what I mean?
I get it. Okay.
And then he had
it's different.
Like a fitness test you had to pass before you could step on the court. I didn't like that.
What was it? Like a mile?
Johnny couldn't pass it. It was like a mile in a certain amount of time. Then it was like you had to make like 50 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think you had to do that. You had to do like ball handling tests. It was a whole bunch of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
So Johnny never could pass it. I forgot what he. I think he couldn't do the mile or something like that.
Hey guys, Tucker from Lewisburg. My opinion is we either need to go the caretaker route, 1 to 2 seasons, or interim, then make a big splash in April. I think those routes keep the roster we have. For the caretaker, I definitely tried to get Beeline. I hope the players understand how much we care and support them right now, and hope they stay. Let's go Mountaineer.
Everybody's on Beeline. Who's the other coaches that were floating out there? Andy Kennedy?
I mean, when people use the word caretaker, that means just using them for now, like as a Band-Aid. Like we said, I don't think he's the type of coach you use in that position because he's well established. So people might say that, but I don't think he's going into a situation thinking I'm just gonna be a Band-Aid for a year or two. Like I'm trying to.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what he's thinking, but
he's older. You know what I mean? I think a lot of these players want younger coaches nowadays. So I mean, and it really doesn't matter. It's just like this is a short-term fix. I wouldn't look to fix it long term right now if I was an AD. I'll just get somebody in that's going to keep these players together. That's what I would be looking for, and then we'll think about the long term later because the way the portal is set up, you got to start over every year anyway.
Right. True. True.
It really doesn't matter.
It's a new era. And then also you got to think about recruiting too. Like, is he a good recruiter? Would you consider him a really good recruiter?
I mean, he recruited me. Yeah, he was. I don't know.
So
if he's a good recruiter.
That's why I asked: is he a good recruiter or is?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he recruited you, so I wasn't. Yeah. That's not really sure on that pickup, but
yeah, I don't know if he's. I
He
don't know.
didn't
he didn't get it.
He's so up his own ass with his skills that he's just like.
I don't know if he's a good recruiter these days, like for these kids.
Got you.
Do you think that's maybe why they're bringing him in? Because he's been out of the game for a while. He's just gonna take.
See, that's what scares me though. Like he's been out of the game for a while. I didn't know he hasn't been coaching lately.
They're bringing him in. Is that what you said?
No, I said if they do.
Yeah, that if that would be the choice, he hasn't been.
Like if you bring in a caretaker, you don't want him to change everything, right? You're just like holding what's there.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna want to come in and be a caretaker. Like I feel like his resume is not. I don't know. Just with his I'm just going off what his resume is and the places he's been. He's coaching the NBA for the Cavs, and he's coached at Michigan where they were constantly going far in the NCAA tournament. So I can't just see what I wouldn't see myself as a caretaker if I was had that resume that he does.
Say it's been absolutely hilarious watching people Facebook message Beeline's family being like, "Hey, you should come back," and then like smoking musket and irrational, like tell him we have like 4 Chick-fil-A's now and like so many Starbucks now. Like Morgantown's changed.
Pat Beeline wrote back. His son wrote back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just insanity.
I'm
hearing your boy Jared Calhoun.
Okay,
I was hearing him.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at it. I like that too.
I like Coach Calhoun.
Yeah, he's done a hell of a job where he is.
Yeah. Alan Brockman, WVU Engineering alum, texted in saying they should promote DeMar Johnson, give him a, quote, prove-it contract with a 2-year win clause. I have a suspicion that many of the recruits that came this season due to DeMar's involvement. Is he going to be the best at X's and O's? Now, a lot of those recruits that came, did they come after DeMar was hired or
I don't
before?
know. I don't know.
The timeline seems a bit confused, but I don't know.
They got some guys. I don't know they were using DeMar to get some of these guys in, like to build that relationship. Like hey, come talk to this kid, cause
he's younger too though, so he,
yeah.
you know what I mean, he gets it. Like, he's
he
that
ain't
bridge.
young. He's about 50.
A lot of people don't know a lot about DeMar. What's he like in person? What's he like as a coach? Like, how do the guys respond to him?
It's funny.
That's my man. He from.
I know Greg likes him.
He's from DC,
right?
So we got that in common. I played with Kenny Satterfield, his teammate, my rookie year. So we got that in common. So that's like my big brother. Like, he really just came in and like he's just cool, man. Yeah. So
he is.
I think the players relate to him the most, and they look up to him. They're trying to get to where he already played. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they definitely listen to him. So
one more message: when it comes to the Hug situation, I think they should promote Eilert to head coach. Although it seems to be that the gang should stick together for the most part, I keep thinking the staff will allow the team to maintain more chemistry, and maintaining Eilert will do that. If Eilert does well, keep him. If not, look at the market in April. And that's, again, you can text us at 304-807-9098 or leave us a voice message and text and tweet, etc.
One thing I feel like we haven't said yet, and I just thought about it, is if we do hire like in-house, like interim, you think the players will kind of like that substitute teacher effect where they like, okay, our regular teacher is gone, we could do whatever we want now, or we could, you know what I mean, we don't not saying do whatever we want, like they don't have no respect for them, for whoever would be the coach, but it's like, okay, things are a little bit more relaxed, we could get away with a little bit more. What do you think, especially with a recruiting class like this?
Yeah, what's crazy is I don't think that they have anybody on the team that like
thinks like
that does stuff like that. Like,
okay.
I think they have a bunch of like really good guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not trying. Like, during this whole process, like, they've been in the gym. I've been seeing them in there. I worked out with some of them today. Like, they've been in the gym. They bust your ass today too, right?
No.
Edwards?
No, actually that did not happen. I really like what they're doing in their individual workouts. Shout out Alex Ruoff. I feel like he really does a good job. Like, he was made to do that. Yeah. He does a good job motivating them. He knows exactly what to do. He was very, very hard worker during his career. I joined in with them. Patrick.
Heard you had a rough time.
And who you hear that from?
Edwards. Said he bust your ass.
Didn't. We're not gonna go there because I don't even want to promote myself on this because this ain't about me. All right, it's about them cheering. But I don't even think it's something like conscious. I think it could be something unconscious where you a little bit looser with the ball, you a little bit more lax because the guy who recruited you isn't there. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that people will go out their way to be.
Oh, I thought you was talking about like more like off the court, like.
Yeah. Well, that could be a problem.
I don't think they have guys like that.
Right.
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
No, but I'm talking about like more on the court where you just a little bit less locked in because.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, these guys have no like loyalty towards each other. They just got here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't know each other. Where like Joe and Gansey was trying to tell them about the team that they had.
Right.
Where they've been there for 4 years together and 3 years, and they had like team captains and all that stuff. That
can't preach that to
somebody called me and was like, "Yo, you coming?" And, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
There's so many different emotions out there because they hate the way it ended, and there's still a lot of great love for the coach. And I think that people just want what's best for Huggins and their family, but also people really do love the Mountaineers. So it's a really weird, complicated time.
I seen a petition on Facebook. Is that real? Is that a real thing?
Anyone can make a petition, but yeah, it's like 15,000 the last time I checked.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like,
I just didn't know if that was. I don't know how that works, so I didn't know if that was actually. You could make something out of it.
If one thing Huz taught me and preached about to me was accountability. Like, it's always my fault. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of if it's KJ's fault. Like, if I'm picking up KJ to go to practice and I'm late because I got to pick up KJ, it's my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So one thing I would say about Huz is he's taking accountability for his actions. So I don't even know like if he would even want to come back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This is the Final Fourcast podcast.
Yeah, so TBT coming up.
Yeah.
You just went up to Wheeling. You saw the venue.
Yeah.
How you like it?
It was good. The court wasn't put up yet. They still had hockey stuff on the court, but just like the atmosphere, I liked it. I think it will be packed out.
It's less seats than Charleston, right? Like,
yeah, it's less seats than Charleston, but shout out to Charleston. But I think it's a better arena overall.
That's your new home, huh?
It's my summer home. But anyway, yeah, I think the venue is better. It's newer, and you got Pitt's alumni team in it too, so it's closer to Pittsburgh. I know they're gonna come and support. Heard that us. I think it's gonna be lit.
Yeah, who we play first?
Dubois Dream, Du Bois Dream. I don't know how to. We couldn't figure that out.
I think it's Dubois Dream.
Dubois Dream.
Dubois.
Out of PA,
you know anything about him? You know any players on that team?
Jason, our trainer for TBT, he said that one of the guys, I think he went to West Liberty. He's a pretty good shooter. Can't remember the guy's name, but he's pretty much, he said it's a bunch of shooters and like one big man.
That's what
so
I
we
hate.
got
That's what I hate. That's the team you hate. Man.
Yeah,
It's
right.
6'5" shooting guard named Albert Varacalo.
We're not about to run through their whole roster.
I didn't know if you knew any of these names.
We're not doing that.
I'd put it up there, but you've got.
We'll
ESPN.
figure it out. I wasn't gonna run through the roster, even if you did put it up there. We're not doing that.
Hey, respect your opponent.
Nah, definitely respect your opponent. You know what I mean? And I personally hate teams like that.
Yeah, right.
A bunch of guys that can shoot the ball and just running around. Could you imagine their offense? Oh my goodness.
And on the court, that was Woko Showtime, really.
Yeah, exactly.
The first game, you see how that turned out.
Yep.
So yeah, those are the teams you definitely got to respect, especially when all the pressure's on you. We're the number one seed in the region, so you're expected to win that game. Yeah. But in tournaments like these, anything can happen.
And then they set it up for us to play the Heard That or Pitt. So it's gonna be a backyard brawl or Capital Classic.
For trademark purposes, it won't be a backyard brawl.
What you say?
For trademark purposes, it will not be a backyard.
What trademark? Why?
Pitt and WVU own the trademark of backyard brawl.
Who?
Pitt and WVU.
So we can't
so
say
it can't
backyard
be used
brawl
anymore.
You can anecdotally say it, but you can't market it.
Don't anecdotally mean. Anecdotally. Whatever, man. The backyard brawl or the Capital Classic.
Sorry, Nikki.
Who would you want to play more? We already Heard That.
Yeah, too many times, bro. I'm sick of that game. I want the zoo.
Yeah.
I want the zoo. I want to see what's new. You know what I mean? They got a good team too. You and McGee used to go at it, huh?
Yeah. Yep. No, you and McGee used to go at it. What you mean?
Nah, he stole me for real. He smacked me.
Yeah, you gave him a cheap shot. You pushed him on the ground when nobody was looking.
I could have washed him. That's my man's though. That's what's really crazy.
Yeah.
Like after we graduated and stuff, like we talk all the time on IG, like follow each other's careers. All of them, Gilbert Brown. Yeah,
Gilbert. We play. I played with Gilbert Brown. In the Canton Charge, like right after. Yeah, so it was kind of crazy.
Gilbert dunked on me too in college.
Me and John Elmore working out.
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Did he try to recruit you?
I was trying to recruit him. You think we would have got away with that?
So y'all was just trying to recruit each other.
Yeah, pretty much. He said he reached out to you too, John.
Yeah, I told you. You know what I told him?
What'd you tell him?
Go yourself. Like, nah, that's my man.
He's a cool. I randomly ran into him in Florida with his family. I was in Florida with my family in Orlando. Nah, we didn't work out. We just I forgot what we went to dinner and all that.
So Elmore isn't playing anymore?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, I'm not going to say the names that he said to me, but
dang.
Just tell James at least.
They got a pretty.
No, they've released their roster.
Oh, have they? Okay. Yeah. They got a pretty.
No, they got a good team.
Yeah, they got a good team. They got a good team. Yep.
We'll see.
No Marshall guys. We're barely Marshall guys, so I don't think they can.
That's fine. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, so it's really not a Capital Classic if they don't have any guys.
And at some point, like as we're experiencing, like players that don't stick around, it's harder to get like a true alumni team.
I don't want to hear that shit.
That's true. I don't think there's any more true alumni team.
We have
like where everybody is from the school.
I think TBT's evolved from that.
Yeah, I think that was their selling point at first, and now it's just like the teams that win it are a collection of people.
They should make it a rule.
What overall?
Just alumni.
But then you have the alumni basketball league that you're also part of now.
Right. 2 imports. But,
2 imports? That'd be that'd be dope.
Overseas.
That's how they do in Japan.
But I got a player announcement. Speaking of Elmore and John Elmore, the brothers, I added my little big brother, Nate Flowers, to the team. That's everybody will meet him when he comes out. He used to play in college, used to beat up on me growing up. So it's really my father's wishes to put him on the team. And
I literally did not know you had a brother.
Yeah, that's crazy that you didn't know that because you were around John like every day.
Stalking is not the same thing as being around. But I've never heard you bring him up.
You don't really bring him up. Why not? Why is that?
I do bring him up.
You're not proud of him?
You're on
his
camera,
accomplishments?
so.
What do you mean bring him up? He didn't follow me around school or like your brother.
Wow, that's crazy.
So just because he
That's
wasn't,
wild.
he came up a lot. I mean, he came up a few times.
Yeah.
That's my man's. Like,
so what was the? I mean, you said your dad, but was there any basketball wise why you chose him to be on the team?
he's a good player.
I've never seen him play.
Find out.
I never seen him
You
play.
gonna find out.
I don't think so. But
I really wanted to play John Elmore, Elmore 2-on-2 TBT setup, but
brother 2-1.
It says Odd Elmore is the GM and head coach, and also they're not doing the 3-point shootout this year.
Yeah,
That's weird.
James is pissed off about that.
Yeah, but
so he'll rebound. Nate will play center for you. He'll rebound. Cause you say you don't like to play center.
I don't.
That's crazy.
I don't.
KJ
Why?
weighs
Why would I?
250.
And I didn't play center when I was that
6'9".
size. So why would I want to play center now?
He's soft. That's crazy.
I've been playing center the last 2 years in TBT.
So you think we need like a real center?
Yes.
Why?
As a body.
What kind of center?
Again, it's not somebody that we have to play 30 minutes of the game, but we do need a big body just to come in there.
What center killed us in TBT?
It's not about the center killing us. It's about what I have. So what I have to do as a 4-man masquerading as a 5-man is banging, getting worried about the offense. I'm not worried about people in the post. I'm worried about the other side of it, the offensive rebound and the
but it's never
all that other physical stuff.
It's never a big man that's killing us on the glass. It's the guards not boxing out. It's just people just
I won't
not
say it's
boxing out,
never
bro.
a big man.
What big man killing us on the glass?
I don't know. I don't have the stats with me.
None
but
really
I won't say it's never a big man.
None really killed us on the Putney. He was 6'10", 190.
That was your man.
You can't bang with him?
Box him out.
You can't bang with him?
You wouldn't box him out.
I don't know, bro. I don't remember the game. But
now you don't remember the game.
I don't even know if I was guarding him. Honestly.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
But
you know.
Everybody wants a big man so bad, like.
Because it's good to have one.
It's kind of our advantage to not have a big man because we could on defense we're agile or mobile. We could switch a lot.
But what have we lacked every year?
A big man.
I mean, that's technically like all of our big men have backed out, but I can't say that's the reason why we've been losing the tournament.
I'm not saying that's the reason why we've been losing. I'm saying that's a good addition to have. I'd rather have that option.
You just don't want to bang with people. Nate?
No, it's not. Pause. It's not that I don't want to bang with people. It's the
you gotta
fact
get in them.
Gotta get you in a lot of balls. But anyway, nah, it's not that. It's just the fact that's not my position. That's like having you play the 1. That's not your position.
If I had to, I would.
Yeah, and then we would lose the first round.
No, we wouldn't.
To Dubois
a
Dream.
6'7" point guard? You kidding me?
That can't handle the ball.
Yeah,
that's not good.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Tragic Johnson.
I'm gonna pass the ball.
Tragic Johnson.
I'm gonna pass the ball up the court and then go post up whoever's guarding me. So
what? So you're not gonna get people. That's the whole thing of a point guard is to get into the offense. You can't just pass it then go into the post.
Not these days, bro. Wow. It's about exploiting the mismatches. So you scared to guard the 5s, but the 5s have to guard you too.
I'm not scared to guard.
Scared.
I'm not scared to guard the 5s. That's not an event. That's not my advantage. I know what my advantages are, and that's why I played more than you when we was here because I have a higher basketball IQ than you.
Again, I don't think you played more. Did you my senior year? It's probably
we're not gonna have this conversation.
Yeah, we all know I was bad.
But anyway, I'm excited about playing. I do think we need a big man again. We don't need somebody to play 30 minutes, but to have that option, I think is Logan. Yeah.
We'll fix his back and get him.
We've been looking for bigs. Like, I don't know what's been going on. That's one thing I'm pissed off about Hugs. What Hugs about is he didn't recruit any bigs.
We don't never. Yeah.
Where are all
when was the last big like?
This is literally going to be Hugs' legacy is not recruiting two bigs for an eventual alumni.
Turk.
Yeah, that's what I'm mad about.
Dan Jennings, like a legit.
Bro, we literally reached out to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody. Demond Carrington, Turk. What's his name? Paulie Cap, Brandon Watkins. Who else we reach out to?
Why don't they want to?
Dev Williams, Elijah. Have you reached out to
Dev Williams? Yeah, we reached out to everybody.
Yeah,
everybody.
It's hard to find. I don't know why. It's hard to find a traditional big that just want to block shots, run.
Do we want a traditional big in this type of game?
Yeah. I'm just saying at some point we can't play. You can't just play one way the whole game. At some point you're going to want to switch it up, put a big in there for a couple minutes, give the guys a breather. I think that's
you need a breather.
Yeah, I do. Actually, I do.
Yep.
I do. Yeah.
Playing for $1 million in KJ needs a breather.
He's old now.
I am. I'm not afraid to admit that.
Who was overseas elite?
The only thing I ever see him in more in the gym is that Motindi restaurant that also liked my picture with you the other day.
There you go.
Whatever Dave's talking about.
Yeah.
Overseas elite won it, 4 years in a row? Who's the big?
Justin Burrell.
Someone you play against.
Justin Burrell.
Yeah, he's 6'8".
He's a legit big, though.
What you mean? He's 6'8". Yeah, strong. But he's 6'8", though. Like,
okay, he
doesn't block shots.
Though. Yeah, he does.
Where? In Japan?
Yeah.
He's playing against little guys in Japan.
Oh, so now you're discrediting.
Nah, just shout out to Justin. That's
I was trying to get him. I didn't know he was from Morgantown.
What?
He's born in Morgantown.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
He told you that?
Yeah.
What's the story?
Other people, that? I don't know. I don't know what the story is behind it, but he's from Morgantown.
Justin Burrell went to St. John's, graduated the same year I did. I played in Japan. My first year in Japan was his first year in Japan. So.
Right.
But I'm saying,
I thought you was the one that told me. Somebody told me that, and then he told me that, and I was like, "Oh snap, that's crazy. That's ironic."
I gotta find out that story. But you wanted Justin Burrell as a big just because he plays center?
No, and he has the experience of winning 4 TBTs in a row. So yes, that's what I wanted.
James doesn't like controversy, so.
There's no controversy. That's a more West Virginia. How much more of a connection could it be?
Was always
Is this Justin
arguing.
Burrell from Overseas Elite?
Yes.
Born in the Bronx, New York.
Yeah.
April 18th.
Born in the Bronx, New York.
That's what he said. I don't know if he has family in Morgantown or whatever.
He likes to make up stories.
He has a connection with Morgantown.
But they always used to. When we play Overseas Elite, like they was arguing with each other, and it was just chaotic. I don't think they practiced or anything.
Yeah.
James. I don't know if James.
Exactly.
I don't know if James would like that, man. I don't know if he likes to argue with players and get that.
Here you go. You love James. You love James.
That's my man. Shout out to James Long. I like how prepared he is.
Yeah, I love. Yeah. I do too.
Because he helps me a lot.
The thing in Wheeling, and Jason's like, "I'm gonna make him a scouting report on this guy from West Lib," and I'm like, Jason, you're the sweetest person on earth.
So playing in the ABL as well, which is not the same as the TBT, but it'll help the guys that are playing in TBT get ready. Only allowed alumni, which we don't have a big for. So
it's theme of our summer.
Yeah, so I mean we can go zone.
Right.
Once you go zone, bro. KJ just scared to stand in the middle, man.
That's good. Then you put. How about you? Since I'm so scared, why don't you play the 5?
I will. Play
okay,
the 5.
Cool. That's all right. It's a problem solved.
Play 5.
Problem solved right there.
5.
All right, cool.
Glad
we did it.
But ABL is at Fairmont State, July 15th. You can get your tickets at ablballing.com. Yeah, we got some players. You got the list of the players?
They don't have it on there, but I think it's you, KJ, Jay Sean, Tavon, Truck. Isn't Truck on there?
No.
Truck.
John Holton.
KJ trying to get Truck.
John Holton, right?
John Holton. Yeah, he's a 5. There you go.
If you want to say those out again. then it's not me like half screaming.
Jawan playing?
Yeah, I think Jawan and Issa Ahmad. I'm missing somebody.
Alex
Ruoff. Yep.
So start again.
No,
please.
I'm not doing all that again, bro.
My guy's listing 6 names.
Just go live, bro. Dang.
It's always got to be your way. I don't understand it.
Cause I don't like being proper.
I'm thinking of the listener. You're thinking of yourself.
I like being.
I don't like being proper.
I like being authentic.
I don't like being good and stuff.
I like being authentic.
But yeah, it's the ABL Alumni Basketball League. Is this something you're trying to do every year, or is this something new? Is it going to replace the alumni game forever?
Well, Chase Harler, that would be a Chase Harler decision.
Why?
Because I'm taking a step back from all this.
Why isn't he playing?
He is traveling somewhere. But
I think it's his honeymoon that weekend.
Oh, honeymoon.
But yeah, I mean,
anniversary.
They pay the players, you know what I mean? They put the power back in the players' hands. It's a league, you know what I mean? So if we played every team in the league like for the season, it would be a lot. Guys can make a lot of money.
Right. So why? So if it's a league, why are they only allowing us to play one game?
I don't think they're allowing it. I think that's just what we set up for.
So they're allowing it.
I mean, that's just what I only said. I said we only want to play one game. We don't want to.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it's a league and everybody else is playing more than one game and everybody else is playing everybody else, how are they allowing us to only play one game and be in their league?
We could have played more than one game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was just the way it was set up. Like, all right, we just gonna
Because I know y'all didn't want to travel anywhere to go play these games. So.
No, I didn't. So thank you. I appreciate it.
That's the hardest part about all this TBT, ABL, alumni stuff. It's not, the sponsors are getting hard, but, I mean, it is hard to, like, raise money for these guys. But it's hard to raise money for these guys because they can't commit to anything. You know what I mean? It's getting them back together. It's babysitting them. What are they doing in the hotel rooms? How are they pissing people off? Like, are you going to show up on time? It's all that stuff. It's by far the prima donna players that's making millions of dollars overseas that now are too big and too, you know what I mean? So
the real thing is that John has found a loophole to not pay people to not pay people to play. So now we get to know what's crazy? We get to have money for one game. So
you want to know what's crazy?
For doing that.
People are still getting paid. This is just adding on to.
But
really? They're really like,
I haven't seen a check for the last 4 years.
John and Chase have been absolutely smashing it this summer. This is the most organized we've been, the most prepared we've been. There's no stress. Everyone's getting along. I haven't quit 10 times. It's been pretty good so far.
Yeah, and Chase is part of the staff. Finally got an adult in the staff.
So
exactly. He's like, Dave, I need the video. I'm like, yes, sir.
So far.
No, Dave, that's fucking stupid. Like, it's a great video.
I mean, I didn't even do anything last year. It was KJ and Greg, so you quit last year. So explain to me
well, I was actually like,
what was going on.
No, the other reason I quit last year is because I thought this could be really cool for someone else to come in and do. And then it seemed like, no, I just felt like I had my run with it. But
he wanted a farewell tour.
Right.
Yeah. Dave wanted a farewell tour.
Need for head coach.
Man.
Oh, nah, he tweaked.
So Wemby went to the Spurs?
Yeah.
Tough. But, yeah, man, looking forward to seeing everybody in Fairmont. It's going to be a great time. We'll probably sign autographs after the game. Mm-hmm. And then I think there's going to be an after party at Cosmo.
Is it? I wouldn't know.
That's what Greg said.
I wouldn't know.
That's what your business partner said.
Wouldn't know. I don't know what's going on.
So.
Facts.
It's going to be a good turnout, I think.
Yeah. So, busy summer.
Oh, KJ's camps?
Yeah. KJ5, Kevin Jones basketball camp in South Charleston Rec Center, July 7th and 8th. July 7th from 5 to 8 p.m. We're going to have upcoming 2nd through 5th graders, and July 8th from 12 to 3 p.m. we're going to have upcoming 6th through 12th graders. So get your tickets online at kj5camps.com. 60 online, 75 at the door if you come the day of. So I encourage you,
You announced some special guests.
Oh yeah, I don't
John's
know how
not
special it
but,
is now, but yeah, special guests: John Flowers, Truck Bryant, Gabe Osaboyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's tough.
How's Gabe doing after his incident?
He's doing good, man. He's saying he could get his neck brace off in the next couple weeks. So
Gabe gonna be there in a neck brace. Gabe need to sit down somewhere.
People just want to see Gabe, bro.
Yeah, nah, Gabe's a national treasure in West
He
Virginia.
definitely is, for
national
sure.
treasure in West Virginia.
A national treasure.
In West Virginia.
West Virginia is his own country.
Oh.
Do we not say that all the time?
No. West Virginia is its own country?
Yeah. That's not a thing?
No.
All right, Dave.
But anyway, yeah, get your tickets at
funniest
kj5camps.com. Hope to see you there. It's going to be a great event.
The funniest thing is, like, as people are watching this, they're just going to see John get angry at one part of the screen, and it's just going to be me hiding behind the cameras.
Like a coward.
He's
But,
a coward.
Javon Carter's camps are always, I think y'all are having y'all camps at the same time.
Weekend. Good thing I'm not doing it in Morgantown.
Javon Carter's camps will be at Milan Park. I don't know the date.
7th through the 9th.
The 7th through the 9th of July.
Is he going to have anybody there? You know?
I don't know. It'll be good to see him in town, though.
Yeah, that'll be dope. Is he not coming back for
hopefully
the
we can convince him to coach.
Oh, okay.
I think there was a little bit of miscommunication on Dave and James's part.
Not my part.
Yeah, your part. But whatever. We'll see what
But
happens.
the graphic's ready if Javon wants to commit. That's the most important.
Release the graphic again.
So, all right.
All right, this has been another episode of Final Fourcast with me, your host, Jay Flo, in the basement. Shout out to Edward Jones. Got my guy, Kevin Jones, with me.
Yo.
Super producer, Dave.
Hello.
Who rearranged my whole basement for me to get cussed out tonight by the wife. But, yeah, tune in next week. Peace.